says there is a corporation dump 200 yards from here and it's not nice for you to stay in this locality. I think best is to sell it off and then try and buy something else. In the bargain, I made 75,000
Wow.
in those days. I'm talking of 1981, which we would not make 75,000 for the whole year sitting in that shop, Prestige Textiles. The net profit was not more than. So, is to go at 9 and come back at 9, 365 days of the year, no holiday, and 75,000. Here you bought something and within 1 month you got 75. So, I said we are in the wrong business. So, we started trading into property. So, most of the things we did was buy and sell property in Koramangala. Koramangala was the place where we bought and sold, and then slowly from selling, we got into construction. 88 was the first one, I think, in Double Road, Prestige Court.
So how was the transition like from a textile business to Girislik?
It was not, there was no transition. It was also doing it.
Okay.
It was not that, you left that and went to something else. You didn't leave that woman and went to another woman. No. She was also there, this was also there. But slowly what happened is that when the thing got more, we got busy and, there was time that we had to leave it. Then my younger brother took charge. He took charge and then we moved and started us. It's only when we started doing the construction business that we had to move.
So usually amongst three siblings, there's always like a different sibling dynamic. They say the youngest one is very pampered. The oldest one is supposed to be responsible. The middle ones, they say, are the best usually. What did you feel like?
That's exactly what they said. There's no difference at all. The youngest one is the most pampered and he enjoys life. The oldest one is the most responsible, very strict. His phone number is 111. So I always tell people that, you call 100 in case of fire.
Yes, sir.
And you call 111 in case you want to be fired.
So did you feel that sibling dynamic in the business also?
Not really, because, we meet together as a family and we are still together as a family. And whatever we do together. We don't find any difference. In the office, there is a definite division of work that has happened. The older one, my brother Irfan, handles the finance and making sure that money comes in and sales, etc. I take care of the contracts and purchase. So I do all the spending, he does all the bringing the money. So
So Aman mentioned to me that again a lot like you spend a lot of your time visiting the construction site, supervising and like ensuring that the work is getting done. And usually after a certain point, like when someone reaches your level of success, I think that's something we all aspire to do one day. We always think, we're going to retire and we're just going to relax. How do you manage to do it?
now see, we started this, it's a kind of a ritual that we started, that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we visit all our sites. Earlier, it used to be every week. Now we visit our sites on Tuesdays, Wednesdays in rotation. So maybe one site come because the volume has increased a lot. Happens rotation. And I think it has become something that now we enjoy going to the site. Yeah. And it's now 40 years. And we've done more than 300 developments. And maybe nearly 200 million square feet is done. We are also in other cities in India, 7-8 cities in India, including now we're going to start in Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Ooty, Goa, Bangalore. But the thing is, I don't travel to these cities other than for inaugurations and completions.
So do you feel that there's a difference now and in the time that you started, that when you look at a property, at that time there was nervousness, but now you have a certain degree of confidence?
100%, because there was nervousness, because everything was unsure. Now we are sure of what we are doing. Yeah. And now earlier we would go and see the property. Now we don't even have time to see the property. Somebody does it for you and you already know that. You know that. So it's only now that even the property finalization happens with Mr. Irfan and not me. I'm the guy that makes sure that the work at site happens and all the contracts are awarded, purchase happens. And I got my son Paz versus me in this.
So I have a question going back to the development of Bangalore. I feel like if you look at like the way Bangalore is developed and the way our parents have told us, like most of it, like most of the buildings in CBD or across Bangalore, they always have they all have a Prestige logo there. Like how did that start?
No, because we only knew CBD. We didn't know anything beyond CBD. It's only very recently, maybe 4-5 years ago, that we moved away from CBD, gone to Whitefield, gone to Bangalore North, Bangalore South, etc., etc. But otherwise, we were a CBD focused property because in our head, CBD was Bangalore.
So were you the one who came up with the Falcon logo?
Not really. What happened is when we were in Commercial Street, we had a store called the Raymond Retail Shop, which was where the Lacra Sport was below. But now it moved to opposite Prestige, the Raymond Retail Shop. We had one guy when we started this business. We needed a visiting card, maybe in 82, 83, I think. So he came up with he said, "Sir, you need to get a logo. And he said, we're going to give you Prestige Group. I didn't understand what group meant in those days. But he said, you won't understand it now. In time, it will tell you where you have. He was an Anglo-Indian gentleman working. And then I think that logo stuck. And to our luck, it has, we have done well.
Is there any correlation between that logo and your passion for golf photography?
No, not at all. Not at all. I was playing golf. And I did for 25 years.